guys, one day's YouTube video. Today we are going nowhere because it's Funko News Friday. Obviously we have lots of fun leaks to talk about. There's not too many, but the sets they are dropping are stuff that I've talked about in previous videos. So if you guys could make sure to smash the like button and hit the subscription, it helps the channel immensely. Obviously we will be doing more artwork tomorrow. We already streamed The Last of Us today. We'll be doing our Thunderbolts review tomorrow, and yeah, so lots of fun stuff. Obviously I have seen a couple people request some artwork. I will get that done. It's just I'm working on stuff because I'm going to a convention later this month, so obviously I want to get the artwork done. So if you guys want to know who I'm meeting, just look at what I'm drawing in the next couple days. So with that being said, let's switch seats and just talk about exactly what's coming this week, because there's not a lot, but it is some really cool stuff that I have mentioned I wanted in the future, and obviously now it's happened. So now we are back for Funko News Friday. Super excited for this. There's a lot of great pops, not that many sets, so we're gonna kind of go more in depth today, but obviously we do have some cool stuff to talk about. Obviously our Thunderbolts review will be out tomorrow. We did just stream The Last of Us today, more of it obviously, so make sure to go check that out if you want to watch us continuing the game. It's a longer journey, but we'll get through it and platinum that game. Obviously, like I mentioned, the Thunderbolt review will be out tomorrow. Definitely was an interesting and fun movie. We'll be picking up those pops more often. Well, obviously, obviously I buy one for the review, and then if I really like the movie, then I end up buying more pops, and obviously I like the movie, so we'll probably get more. So that's a little fun thing for you guys to know about tomorrow. And we'll have more art shorts out and all that great fun stuff. So that's everything kind of disclaimered. We obviously, like I said, review and all that other great stuff. So the first set of pops, which this is the, obviously, you know, the thumbnail, the biggest set we have, we are finally getting OG Naruto Funko Pops. Finally, I've done plenty of videos talking about this, and our second Sakura pop. So all of my wishes have been granted. Funko has done what I've asked. I'm happy. There's no more complaints from me on the Funko end. I'm glad something of you guys want, before we get to the glam, obviously I show the glam shot and then talk. The box art is different than Naruto Shippuden. Very happy with that. They didn't just copy and paste it and just put like the Shippuden box, but just have the OG characters. I'm glad that we got fresh boxes for them. Obviously, I would assume so. They are two separate shows. It's kind of like with Dragon Ball. Not every Dragon Ball show is part of the same set, so it wouldn't really make sense if you just kept putting the same just Dragon Ball over everything. And it looks different. I think it looks great. Obviously, because of the way the box looks, I'm assuming we're going to get more OG Naruto pops. And there's a lot of characters you could do from OG Naruto, especially you have all of the Konoha 12, or is it Konoha 11, I believe, or something like that. You also have, there's a lot of stuff in variables, but I'm just happy they didn't keep those basic boxes, because if you guys, I have one right here. As you guys see, you see how it says like Naruto Shippuden, and it's like that blue and like the colors from basically how the show looks. Obviously, these ones, when you see the glam shot, are going to be completely different. And obviously, let's talk about them. So the first set we have right here is going to be Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, you have Iruka, and Zabuza. And that's honestly a really good starting five. Honestly, Iruka, but obviously we don't have, there's no Iruka sensei, so why not just get it out in an early common wave? Because usually what ends up happening a lot of times is Funko will obviously post a lot of waves, all the great characters, and then they get to a random wave where they're like, hey, let's fill it with a bunch of side characters. Oh, they did that with JJK, they've done it with Demon Slayer. I wasn't collecting One Piece enough to know if they've done that with One Piece, but I couldn't tell you because all their pops look great from the new waves that are dropping. But a lot of times they'll do that with like a bunch of common side characters that no one really cares about, and I definitely don't think we have a lot of Iruka fans out here. Like, he's cool, nothing crazy, doesn't do anything during the entire show, just kind of just there, but obviously he's still a good one to see. I'm glad we got Zabuza right there, and if you guys see the way that, I'm glad that all three of the characters are just doing different action poses. Like Naruto's jumping with the kunai, Sakura's throwing the kunai, I believe with her like it looks like a scroll almost, I believe. And Sasuke has it obviously in his mouth because that's what he was doing in the beginning. It looks like they pulled it basically from the early episodes when they're doing their first missions. Super cool. I do hope we do get a Kakashi like crouching holding the bell. I think that'd be a great OG Naruto pop. You can even have it, like I've talked about before, a moment of having all three of them on the floor and him sitting there with the bell. Something of that nature, because technically Naruto's tied to that log at the time, so that'd be an easy pop to do. I don't know what they're going to cook, though, but that's just an idea. Obviously, I'm happy we are getting Naruto pops, and obviously classic ones. And I'm happy that the eyes are all, if you noticed, Naruto's eyes are blue, Sakura's eyes are green. They didn't just keep them, obviously, like with a lot of them. You guys see them with the black eyes. They obviously made them have colored eyes, which I think is really a little nice touch. And something that is interesting before we get to continuing on to the exclusives, if they can do pops for certain shows, like these are genuinely crazy cool. Why is it with Marvel and superhero pops, do they not just go out of the ballpark and go crazy? Because, dude, you have the material, just go crazy. I don't understand with like, because some of them they have, like, obviously the one that I have next to me because I'm doing a video about putting my Marvel pops up, the Venom. That's great. Why can't every pop have that kind of detail where it's just absolute insanity? Because if you look at the new Thunderbolt wave, which I did have to pick up pop, I'm not gonna talk about it until tomorrow. They're very bland. Obviously, they're still cool because I like the Thunderbolts, but the pops themselves are just like all of them just standing there. Nobody's like doing action fights. Nobody's throwing anything. Nobody's like having anything happening. They're just standing there. And I really need to know, Funko, why is it with Marvel? Is it something with the IP? Is it something that they don't let you guys talk about? Is it something they don't want? Because, dude, you could go crazy with a lot of those Funko Pops, but that'll be for tomorrow's complaints. Today, we still have a great leaks to talk about. And obviously, leading up to that, the exclusives. We have Haku right there, and then we obviously have Sasuke doing the Chidori right there, and the Funko Shop will be getting Haku, and then Entertainment Earth is getting Sasuke. Entertainment Earth seems to be getting everything, so obviously that's, I digress. They're getting all the exclusives. I would love some other stores to start getting exclusives, but hey man, if Entertainment Earth has them, sure, I'll take it. And you guys also see in that picture, there was the glow of the Chidori, and obviously Haku using, obviously the, it looks like the ice, looks like it's making like an ice wall almost. Super, super cool. I'm glad we're getting, like, Haku looked great. That's honestly such a cool figure. And even the Sasuke doing Chidori. We have tons of Sasukes, but I'm not going to complain. Except for the, I guess for the Sasuke, the one thing I would say is the eyes, because he has the Sharingan's activated. He should have had them glowing, but hey man, whatever they do, I'm happy with. At least these look great. I'm glad we're getting OG Naruto pops. Leading into the next set, this is a set that I also talked about in I don't even remember. I think it was my top 5 pops I think we needed this year, and I guess they listened, because hey man, we're getting Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man pops, and finally we're getting them, and they look super clean. You have Spider-Man in his, like, homemade outfit, then him in his actual base, like, the form of Spider-Man. Then we get Doctor Strange right there, which looks super cool, and then the alien monster, which I feel like was probably the weakest of the bunch, just because I don't understand what they're trying to force so hard on this symbiote, because is the symbiote supposed to be somebody? Because I know that they just call it an alien monster and just a symbiote, and it's also played by Kellen Goff, if you guys didn't know, but nothing crazy at all with that. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to say that it's going to be, like, introducing us to Venom in another season. I don't know. But Doctor Strange looks cool. He's doing, obviously, his magic. See, but, like, look at these. Spider-Man swinging. Like, they look cool. Why is the other Marvel Puffs, I don't know. I mean, I digress. They're still cooking. The Doctor Strange looks cool. Like, obviously, there's not much you could have done there better than that. And, obviously, the alien monster. Then when we do get to the exclusives, we do have, obviously, Spider-Man taking his mask off. We have Peter Parker, like, pulling the suit out, and then we have the Future Foundation suit, which they call it the Oscorp suit in the show, but it's the Future Foundation suit, which weird, because he gets the Future Foundation suit from the Fantastic Four. However, in this show, he got it from Norman Osborn. But if you guys do want to know, the unmasked, like, Peter with, like, his mask coming up is to Target, another Entertainment Earth to, obviously, the just basic Peter, and then Oscorp's, the Future Foundation suit is going to Funko. So at least I'll bare minimum be able to get the masked one and the Peter, because I never get anything from the Funko shop, so I'll at least be able to get some of those for my collection, because I do want to collect that set, and I will 100% that set. Like a lot of sets I've been trying to get better, more and more pops for, obviously. But, yeah, we have a lot of content to be making. So you guys will understand in a later video what we're doing with all the pops. Then next up, we do have, this is like a big bet. It's like a big glam shot. So obviously it's not like a bunch of tiny sets. But we basically have the Clueless set. Another set in the middle I could not tell you about. I also see the birds. I also see, what is that, Rear Window. And then obviously they have, like, it looks like an Oogie Boogie. It's like a keychain set. It's like an Oogie Boogie and Jack Skellington. And then it looks like little Jack-in-the-Boxes of spooky characters. I don't know. I see Tiffany, I see Oogie Boogie, Chucky, and obviously Jack. Don't know what all that is, but that's another set of leaks. I don't know anything about any of those things that I just talked about, because I've never watched any of those things. Obviously, I have watched, like, A Night Before Christmas, but I've never watched anything else really on that list. And then we do have this is our first, like, picture of the limited edition announcements, which basically, if you guys we talked about in a previous video, they're having those tiers of what's going to be raritied, and how, like, those pieces, once they sell out, there's no more, and they cost more depending on what they are. And this is our first piece reveal. And basically, we have a Genya, a metallic Genya, limited to 1,200 pieces. Or no, I don't know how much it's limited to, sorry. We just have that. We have Strawberry Shortcake with custard. We have something from Blacklight, from Moomra, I don't know, of Thundercats. And then we have Cinnamon Roll Glitter. And then we have at a later date, we're supposed to get revealed the exclusive of a box lunch and a Target exclusive. And if you wanted to know, the Genya is exclusive for what was 1,200 pieces. The Strawberry Shortcake is 750, 3,500 for that Mumra, whatever that is. The Cinnamon Roll is 7,500. The box lunch is 9,500, and same as the Target, 9,500 or 9,500 if you really want to be more specific. And if you want to know prices, which is absurd, that Genya, which nobody is gonna buy, this is exactly what they're gonna fumble here, because I have it over there in a box still. We opened it up a while ago. The common Genya, you can go find a common, perfectly fine. Metallic for Genya does not look clean at all, and they want its starting base price is $40 when it goes online on March or May 9th. Strawberry shortcake $50. That blacklight $30. The cinnamon roll $20, and then obviously they haven't talked about how much those the supreme boxes of the whatever the Target and box lunch ones are. Absolute insanity. I don't know anybody in their right mind who's gonna drop $40 for a metallic Genya. Obviously it's 1,200, so it will sell out because they put it at such a low pricing or such a low piece count that it will sell out probably, because I could probably assume there's 1,000 people out there that will buy a metallic just because of the piece number, but. Ridiculous, absolute, just that. Now that is horrible on Funko's marketing, personally, because dude, a metallic Genya for $40. Like, if you're gonna make something that exclusive, make it a piece that people really are gonna want. Funko really fumbled out the bag on that one, but I don't know, it's whatever. I probably won't even get that, because by the time it releases to actual people that can sell it, they're gonna be wanting at least to break even selling it for 40 at minimum. Ridiculous. That's bizarre. I can't believe that. Then next up, though, for more obviously anime fans, we have right here from One Piece, we do have Tony Chopper eating his cotton candy, and it's going to GameStop. That finally something going to GameStop. I like when GameStop gets stuff. And there's also a plushie going there too, if you wanted to see that with it. And I'm happy we're getting more Tony Chopper pops. We do have quite a few already, but again, I'm happy. Actor didn't hype me up at all to meet, but obviously, we talked about it in a past video, but I still like Chopper as a character. And then next up, we do have Ichigo right here. It's supposedly half Vizard Mask Ichigo, and it's a GameStop exclusive as well. I don't watch Bleach though, and I do want to watch it at some point, but I haven't yet, so that's still a cool pop to see. And that does complete today's Funko News Friday. Like I told you, not a lot of leaks, but we did talk about them in more depth than we usually do because there wasn't a lot to go over. I do hope everyone had a good day today. Comment down below if you guys have seen Thunderbolts. Are you guys excited for the review tomorrow? And yeah, peace.